We are a couple minutes early with the live stream. So, did you see the Pulse stream the other day with some of the new TVC figures coming out?
Yeah, I think it was a banger. Which ones do you want to bring them up on the screen, or do
Yeah,
you want to just
let
talk
me
about them?
bring up. I got Pulse pulled up right here. All right. Well, first one there, Poggle the Lesser.
That looks like an awesome figure.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty detailed. I mean, you know, he got the wings and his cane. Oh, yeah, that's pretty nice with the other two figures.
Yeah, the Battle of Geonosis.
What's this? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's a really well detailed figure. Of course, I like how it says in the corner here, figure does not fly. Down here.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
The fact that you actually have to put that in there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So.
And it makes you wonder, though, now that I think about it, I mean, do they actually have people that demand their money back using things like that?
Well, it was like, was it years ago in the 90s here in the States? That one lady that went to McDonald's, bought a hot coffee, and when she drove up, put it between her legs, and it spilled, and she got like serious burns on the inside of her legs. So now every place that has coffee has to put on the cups, caution, you know, contents are hot. You know,
to even allow that, for any judge to even allow that.
Yeah, and I forgot how many millions that she won from McDonald's in it.
Unbelievable.
Right. So that's a pretty nice looking figure. And then
sorry to derail the conversation there. Just to
no worries.
You pointed it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
The Greedo looks pretty good.
Oh, it looks sweet. That's an easy buy.
Yeah.
Some of the collectors were sort of, I guess the word whining or complaining or trying to make the point of saying it's boring because it's another Greedo. We just got him in the recent HasLab.
Yeah.
Which I haven't even opened mine, which is retarded because that's actually...
The card is different, supposedly.
Well, the card in the HasLab one is an alternative card.
Yeah.
And this one is the classic image, right? And we need that. Right? So we haven't had one on that card since I'm looking at it right now, 2006 or something. Great figure for the time, but unfortunately, a friend of mine actually opened his. He bought the HasLab one. Yeah, he bought the HasLab one, and he bought the HasLab, but then he bought the HasLab Greedo figure, and then he opened it, and I was just like, yeah, I saw him on the stream, and he made a video, and I'm just like, oh my god, it was a waste of, you know, because he paid like probably like $100 for that figure on card, right? It's just like you just threw away 3/4 of its value.
Yeah, the General Veers is looking nice.
Yeah, that's a must.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice figure. The removable helmet and all.
Yeah, it's a good likeness.
Yeah. Definitely a good likeness of Julian Glover.
The last time they did him was in the Saga collection, 2006.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, but they have done this figure in the vintage collection. I'm looking, it's actually on my wall. It's the TVC 1.0 version, which is on the classic card when you get to it. And yeah, that figure looks stellar as far as concerned.
I mean, nice card back. I mean, yeah. I mean, I might pick one up.
Oh, for sure, 100%. Now, if you go back to the card back.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, sorry, I wanted to make a point here.
Yeah, no problem.
Because there's some complaints on this one too.
Really?
Yeah, so I'll explain where some collectors don't get it necessarily. Now, if you look at the original Kenner card,
yeah,
right? A lot of people assume that it was General Veers or another commander, right?
Yeah.
Now, it wasn't just an assumption. Where a lot of it also came from is because there were original Kenner cards, especially up here in Canada, where it said General Veers on the card. And I think they were predominantly on Revenge of the Jedi. Like they'd have the Revenge of the Jedi sticker on the Empire Strikes Back card, right? So, but they did say General Veers. It didn't just say AT-AT Commander.
Yeah.
So going fast forward to TVC 1.0, I have the figure on card up on my wall. I should have got it down, but the one problem with that, with the TVC 1.0, is people were like, well, you already had this card where you put it on AT-AT Commander, but really we would like an alternative card where it actually shows General Veers. Now, I would like that too, but in a lot of ways it sort of corrects the mistake of TVC, or not a mistake, but a continuation of TVC 1.0. So you've now got this card, which also officially has General Veers on it, which I think is acceptable. But I think, now that they've got this new mold, they can really release another card of him down the road, a second run, of an alternative image where it actually shows, Glover, the actor. I forgot his first name.
Julian.
And there's some really, and there's a really good shot of him, like where he's in the AT-AT, leading the assault on Hoth or whatever. Like that would be an iconic image. Okay. And that would be really nice too, which would be a good one to get as well. But anyways, that's like the history about it all. So hopefully if anybody's listening, they can follow it.
Nice. And then the last one that was revealed was the Snowtrooper Commander.
Yes. Now, he's come. Okay, I'll let you. We'll talk about the figure first.
Yeah, he's got some.
And there's also controversy on this one too.
Yeah, wasn't it something with the markings, I think, or something?
No, it has to do with people are complaining that it's kind of a repack,
Oh.
Same with Greedo, but there's an explanation. Anyways, there's the alternative card back where it actually shows the commander, because they got the insignia there, and I think the uniforms are slightly, I don't know.
Yeah, the shoulder pads, I guess they're the shoulder armor is upside down.
Yeah,
the regular Snowtrooper, because it has like those little like rectangles on it. On the regular Snowtrooper, they're like on the bottom.
Yeah, 100%. Now, I guess the controversy on him is they're saying it's a repack because he's actually technically being released 3 times.
Yeah.
I don't have it here, but I do have. He came out in this pack where you get the commander in here.
Yep. Okay.
So he comes in here. I think he does. I'm pretty sure he does. I don't know. No. He comes in the 3-pack. I think these are all the same. I don't know. I have to look at the figures again, but he might have been released twice. But he did come in the 3-pack, which I put him in my AT-AT. I have to look. Yep. I have to check that out again. Actually, I'm trying to remember. I could be wrong on that. Now that I think about it, but
so I mean,
so I guess they're saying because he, but it's good to get him on his own card because he is a commander, right? So he's not just a regular.
And he's got the standard blaster rifle and pistol.
Yeah.
And I guess these are pre-orders and available to ship on approximately May 1st.
Yeah, that'll be an awesome one. I'll Hope I'm around to pick that one up.
Yeah, these are going to be coming out just before the ICC con, so I'm sure some of the dealers there are going to have some of these new figures too. So yeah, those are nice looking figures.
Yeah, I'll be getting all of them, probably doubles and maybe triples at some point. You know, I bought two Bens.
Yeah.
The new Ben Kenobis that just it's been hitting everywhere is a real nice, is an awesome figure. Actually, I was watching a video of they were comparing the new Han Solo. He's right here. I got him out. You know, on the 12-back card. Really nice figure. But I got to say that 2004 one on card that Hasbro did on the original trilogy collection, I kind of like the face sculpt on him. It's pretty fantastic. It looks a little more, I mean, he just looks a little meatier, but it looks better in person than he does on screen or when you look at the pictures on this one. I find, I mean, it's an amazing figure.
Yeah.
It's sorry, it's not the, I don't know if I can give sort of a, it's
no worries.
Kind of a background. Yeah, it's not really going to show, but regardless, he looks a lot better in person. He does look a little meaty and kind of look like he's eating too many turkey sandwiches a little bit, but the figure is incredible.
Yeah.
You know, but it's when you actually have it in hand, like it's just, you know, like, it's just I mean, it's insane when you really think about it, how far we've come. And I kind of got him there, just about to pull out his blaster and that, and next to Chewie or whatever. But
that's cool.
Little sculptures of art. That's the way I look at him now.
Yeah, I mean, like the way they're able to do everything with scans and you know, 3D printing now and everything. You know, when everything used to be done by hand. You know, sculpted out of clay, or was it Sculpey, I think. And yeah, I mean, they could put so much more detail into them now. It's
just the different plastics they use. I mean, some of the older collectors complain, saying that some of them they feel a little gummier now, like the weapons and everything. But I don't know. I guess it's just the nature of the industry. I mean, you're getting a lot more articulation. You're getting superior figures. I mean, I'm looking right here is here's a TVC 1.0.
Oh yeah.
I can't really see the figure here, but it's a nice unpunched one. Looks beautiful. Really pops.
Yeah, it's a nice looking figure.
Yeah, it's a good figure, but I love the card. Actually, I like how TVC 1.0 did theirs better because they made the bubble like a little smaller, whereas TVC 2.0, they've expanded the bubble. And then I find it sometimes it tends to take a bit too much of the picture. You know, so you'll have like a Blue Sky Fett, Return of the Jedi Boba Fett, and it cuts off his pistol. Whereas you get the original Kenner card, you can see a lot more because it's a smaller bubble. I kind of wish they would just, you know, either shrink the image slightly or shrink the bubble. You know, I'd prefer to have, I mean, I do like the new layouts. I mean, not this one, but like the new layouts they do with the bubbles and that, but it does look nice. But, you know, don't sacrifice the card, right? Like the actual picture part. Because, you know, for guys like me that like to also have them on the wall, and we're not mentally retarded like my good friend there, you know, our buddy there, John, who likes to open everything. But
I hear you.
We have to shoot at him, shoot a few shots across the bow.
Yeah, he's at the bar again.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, because when I put the link in the YouTube chat and stuff, and the ICC chat, he's like, "Yeah, we're at the bar again." No, like, no worries. You know, I was
anyways,
about doing a live tonight, and I was cleaning up from dinner, and I think I just sat down when you messaged, And I'm like, you know what? I wasn't doing anything tonight. Wasn't going anywhere. And I'm like, may as well go on stream, you know?
Yeah, no, 100%. Nice, relaxed evening. Well, now we can eventually we'll get into your GI Joe top 10 pickups you want to get.
Well,
maybe.
I mean, like, I think Hasbro is having another pulse for GI Joe and a couple other lines soon. What did I see the other day? Trying to think. Might have been a wish list. Yeah, see, because like, you know, I already saw the ones they were releasing for this year that was from Toy Fair earlier in the spring. So they may have a like a teaser soon. Like a pre-Toy Fair thing, because there's always channels that reveal, like, you know, oh, this was leaked, or oh, this will be shown at Toy Fair. And plus, I think the next thing they're doing, like a crowdfunding thing for, you know, like the you know, like the Cantina set and the Razor Crest and the Ghost. It's going to be a vehicle that Destro had. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like a little flying thing. That's going to be the next vehicle in the classified line. And then I think they're also releasing like a Arctic version of the Cobra Hiss tank.
Yeah,
in the
friend of mine,
series.
A guy to get on here would be great if he ever gets his collection room done. I got a friend down. He's lives in California.
Yeah,
but he's Scotty, and he's like a hardcore. Like, he collects Star Wars massively, but GI Joe is right there. Like, and he loves the modern stuff. Like, he buys everything, like doubles, triples of them. He's a madman when it comes to that. He gets a lot of the 6-inch line, I guess. You know, he's pretty much the classifieds and the retro cards. He's got everything pretty much. I think he's batting like 100%, 1,000%, as he said so far.
Okay.
With this line. So, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like, let me see. Let me pull up the GI Joe on Pulse.
But some guys really like that that Action Force line by Bobby Valla.
Oh, yep. There's the Valor Force.
Or Valor Force. Yeah. I've seen them. I actually surprisingly saw them on their first wave a couple of years ago down in Toronto. I was so tempted to pick. I would have picked him up, but I'd spent so much money that day. I was just like, okay, I can't be spent. I got to wait till I get paid or something.
Yeah. All right. Let me share the screen here. All right. We got this one. Looks really good. The new classified Major Blood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Jeez. Actually, that's pretty good.
Yeah, he's still got like the dog tags hanging around his neck. Really.
Yeah, when did Major Blood come out?
Oh, Major Blood came out, I think, like 83. I think he was in like the second lineup of figures. Because I had the original Major Blood.
Yeah, me too.
You know, and then he's got like a bionic arm. Backpack.
I'm pretty sure he had them.
2 spare missiles and stuff.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a nice looking figure. That's and he's part of the classified line.
Crazy.
Yeah.
GI Joe. Yeah, it makes me want to get into it.
Yeah.
A few of them.
I've got a few of the classified line. Let's see. And then
I don't know if I did. I just want to get all like the that German Shepherd one looks nice.
Oh yeah, that's Law and Order.
Jeez. Yeah, when did he come out?
Well, he's an original classic figure. He came out around 85, I think. And then this one is available now. He's a military police with a canine. Yeah, Law and Order.
Did he come with the back in the 80s? Did he come with the dog or?
Yes, he did. And then there was another one dog handler, Mutt and his dog Junkyard. Yeah. And even the dog's got different accessories. He's got like body armor. He's got a different head and like even a protective mask, like protective goggles and stuff for him.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And Law's got, pistol, Uzi submachine gun, freaking PR-24 baton, which police really don't use anymore, and a knife. And he's even got radio.
Yeah.
And everything. Different hands.
Yeah, they don't
handcuffs. Yeah, it's a nice looking figure.
Yeah, why do police not use the baton anymore?
They use the collapsible ASP baton.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay,
a lot easier to use. Yeah. A lot of departments phased out the PR-24. I think some still use it. I'm sure some do, but yeah. I mean, it was a cool figure back in the day.
Yeah.
And like the classified one looks, even better.
Wow. I mean, you know what? For all the people that like, I know I get some people they just like, I just want vintage.
Yeah.
Or they'd say like, you only collect modern, like, like I don't, but it's just like, look at these figures. I mean, they're amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, look at you got what's his name? What's that? Dr. Mindbender.
Dr. Mindbender.
I mean, that's just insane.
Yeah.
And if we had these, imagine getting these figures back in 1982. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, people would just walk right by our stuff, for the most part.
Yeah. And you got
these are just
more pre-orders that are coming out soon. Lifeline, one of the medics. Yeah. Hit and Run. I remember this guy. Yeah, he was a light infantryman. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Big Lob. This was after. I think he came out after I stopped collecting, like in the early '90s, when the line just started going off, and like the Eco Warriors and.
Okay. Yeah.
They kind of lost.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I remember walking through a Toys R Us and checking out G.I. Joe, and it's just like, oh, this is terrible. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was out of it by like 85 anyways.
Yeah.
Like I was just, I just got, I don't know. I just, I've said it before. I just got interested in real military. I wanted real military figures. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I still liked G.I. Joe, but it just sort of faded out.
Yeah. So,
but
I'd like to get a few more of the classic series.
Cobra Commander Combat Armor.
Classified series.
That looks cool.
I have this one, the 60th anniversary Action Marine sniper. I bought that at the show I went to in town this year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for the price of a 12-back, an expensive 12-back, I wouldn't mind just going out and buying all these.
Yeah.
Like just going out, buying like 100 or 200 Joes.
Yeah.
Do it all
at once. That's some of the upcoming classified series.
Have they made all the? Sorry, Bobby. Bobby, I got to ask you a question. Have they made all the 82 to 86s? Because I think I'd probably end it around Hawk.
A good majority of them they have. Especially like the first dozen classic lineup, those are all available in the classified size. They're trying to crank out as many as they can.
Did they build? Are they going to make the hover boat, the whale?
I don't know if they're going to make it in the classified size. People want them to. I mean, they want a lot of the vehicles made. There's a big thing to get some of the pilots and drivers, released as classified series. So, I mean,
that's the problem with 6-inch scale, though, is it's great.
Yeah,
I love it. It's great, but keep making them. But 3 3/4 is especially right now, if you, real high quality 3 3/4 is just unbeatable, man.
Yeah,
when you need the ships and everything.
Yeah,
I'm not saying don't do 6-inch line, because 6-inch line is awesome too. Just they have their strengths, right?
Yeah, see, the Arctic Hiss coming out.
Okay, then, that's cool.
Yeah, you have this one of the paratroopers.
Didn't they have a HasLab Hiss? Didn't they have the HasLab Hiss tank? Or
yeah, that's what this was part of. The original Hiss was a HasLab thing, and now they're coming out with an Arctic variant of it.
Okay.
Here's one of the original 12 Zap, the Bazooka Soldier.
Yeah, do you have any of these, or?
Let's see. No, a lot of these are pre-order. I didn't get a Crimson Guardsman. Friend's trying to locate one for me.
Nice. You should put them all over your wall or something.
This police officer trooper.
There you go.
Yeah, and another laser trooper, sci-fi. Yeah,
cool.
They did release Steeler, the tank commander, and Short Fuse, which was the mortar soldier. That's available in a 2-pack. Then you have the Cobra Desert Trooper with his big ass Scorpion.
I never see these in any Walmarts. I saw them once.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there was Hawk was there, and I should have bought it.
Yeah. And then,
in the US, Bobby, in the US, are these in Walmarts and Targets or what?
Yeah, Walmarts and Targets. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. Wetsuit. He was a SEAL classified series. And then, you have the Dreadnoks when they appeared as that band, Cold Slither. That's a 4-figure box set.
Interesting.
And then, from the Night Force line, Quick Kick and Beachhead.
Okay. Oh yeah, Beachhead.
Yeah. And this was the last HasLab that got funded, the Snowcat.
Okay.
Yeah, that was.
How much was that?
A few months ago. I can't remember, but it had 3 different tiers, because you can get the Frostbite figure comes with it, and then there was also going to be a special Flint and Lady J that came with it. Sergeant Slaughter.
G.I. Joe's offering more than Star Wars, man.
Yeah.
In their 6-inch line.
Yeah.
And look how many vehicles you got.
Yeah, Striker with crankcase. I had the original Striker. That was a cool vehicle.
Yeah, I think I might have had that, actually. I'd have to. I'm trying to remember what I had in Joe.
Yeah.
I know I had the whale, the attack helicopter, the Cobra,
Yeah.
whatever the hell it's called, fire spray.
Yeah. The Dragonfly, I think, wasn't it?
Or Dragonfly. Yeah, sorry, I forgot.
Yeah. No worries. Yeah.
Pardon me. It's been
G.I. Joe
it's
diver.
been like 40 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it has been a while.
I love those cards there.
Yeah. That's they
cool.
released
but they actually,
classic cards.
The images, yeah, but the images there, that some of those images do not look like they're AI. The one on the left there.
Yeah, it's not a repro of the original art.
Oh, that's gay.
And then this one is like the art is really messed up.
Which one do you think looks worse? I think the one on the left looks worse.
This art looks way too fake, and then this one looks like, I don't know, like somebody, just drew it on a piece of paper.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're doing there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, Cover Girl. I think there's two different variants of Cover Girl. Then you had, Breaker, who was the original, Camo guy.
Okay, yeah.
Heavy Duty. Yeah, they got the Search and Rescue Firefighter.
So how many classified or Joe's 6 inches have come out now?
There's over 100.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Retro card back rock and roll. I have the boxed one.
Yeah, I got the retro card one of him.
Yeah.
Fuck, I need to get a bunch of these, man, at some point. It's just another part of the hobby. That's pretty cool. That Dreadnought.
Yeah, Road Pig. And his pit bull.
Yeah, his Ruckus.
Yeah, Raucous or something. Yeah.
Holy cow. Talon and General Ledger.
Yeah.
Okay. 60th anniversary. Okay. Yeah, I remember seeing those. I heard people didn't really like them too much.
The Rattler, that was released. That was a HasLab that got funded in the classified series.
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty tempting.
Yeah. Kondo, that was a cool figure back in the day.
Yeah, he's been out for what, 3 years now or 2 years?
I think so, yeah.
I've got the Duke.
Yeah, I've got Duke as well.
I couldn't pass on him.
No, you gotta have Duke.
Yeah, who's like who are the top guys like Destro and who's the must-haves?
Yeah, Destro, Snake Eyes, Cobra Commander. Pretty much like any of the original 12 Joes, like the first wave that ever came out.
And they've made them all now, the original 12 now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, British for Big Ben. Yeah, he's British SAS. Yep, the Cobra Hiss, that was the original HasLab.
Wow.
A friend of mine picked that up. It's a nice look. It's a nice vehicle.
Shit.
Yeah, Scarlet on the retro card back. I've got that one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, see, there you go. Yeah, the Dragonfly was also a HasLab.
Shit. Yeah, I remember seeing. I should have got those.
It was nice. It had light up panels in the cockpit and everything.
I know they did the 3 3/4 Sky Striker, which is cool. I would like to pick that up at some point.
Yep.
But
so yeah, those are some nice Joes. I know they want to do more, like in the 3 3/4, because at the last show, or was it last year, I picked up. Oh no, that's right. There were 2 shows this year. It was the one in the spring. I picked up a new Baroness and a new Snake Eyes, from the
Right.
classic format. I picked those up. I'd like to get some more of those, because there was the new Duke, Stalker. Oh, I'd have to dig it out to look at the card back. But yeah, I definitely want to get some more of those. And yeah, and then we'll see like what's new for next year.
Nice.
There were a few dealers at the last ICC that had a lot of like open classic Joe stuff, from figures to vehicles.
Yep.
One deal, a lot of the vehicles were beat up, and he was asking like some pretty outrageous prices on them, and I didn't say anything. I just looked. I was like, oh, you got some cool stuff here, and that was it.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you get guys, they got a whole bunch of it, they got it from some, and then they just think they got a gold mine, and
they think all this stuff is like prime stuff, So.
Yeah. So it's just it's best just to let them figure it out.
Yep, exactly. Oh, it was like this was back in the 90s when the Playmates Star Trek figures came out.
Yeah.
In the 90s, and I went to a flea market, and I remember a buddy of mine, he was looking for the Klingon Gowron.
Okay, yeah.
And this guy had one on the card, but he opened it and he stapled the bubble with the figure to the card. And he was asking like $30 for this thing. And I was like, so he's got it on the table. I was like, mind if I look at that? He goes, oh no, go ahead. I look at it. And I'm like, you're asking $30 for a package that's been opened. Yeah, but that's a rare figure. You can't find that anywhere. I was like, oh, okay, all right. Maybe I'll see you later. So I had another buddy with me, and he's like, is that guy high or what? I was like, yeah. I was like, screw him, dude. And then it was like 2 weeks later, I found it in Toys R Us.
Yeah.
For it's $6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's some guys are trying to wheel and deal, and they, I guess, or whatever. I don't know.
Yep.
It's retarded.
Yeah, it is.
It's just, I mean, like, there's 2 ways. I guess there's a couple ways to look at it. I mean, it's a piece of plastic, but at the same time, they're amazing, but it's not worth,
Yeah.
You can always wait till you can always find stuff eventually, some stuff that's so hot, eventually it's, especially when you got new stuff that's just come out, they're going to release another wave or 2, and you'll get it for a better price at some point. And, it's I don't know, it's a weird thing, because you look at some of the TVC stuff and there's a whole market on it, right?
Yeah.
But especially the TVC 1.0. But since they've had some re-releases in the TVC 2.0, and obviously the figures are better now than they've ever been, then you've had some figures crash. Like the Ahsoka figure was a prime example of that. But I kind of strike that off as I actually owned it. I actually bought it in a lot, and I just did it for a guy, did him a favor because he was leaving the country, and he's like $200. I'm like, dude, I'll give you like $50 for it.
Yeah.
And I bought it for the 200, and I ended up trading it at Fourth Moon Toys. I think he might even still have it.
Oh
It was
wow.
very mint, but
Yeah.
I was just like, it was a good trade off because now I'm seeing them sell now for like 50, 60 US, like on
Okay.
the on eBay and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
now is probably a good time to buy one. And truthfully, for like a 15-year-old figure, if it's a really good, extremely good condition,
Yeah.
unpunched, $50 is fine. You know what I mean? Like, but not like they were selling for like 1,000, 1,500. I think they went as high as like 2,000 for graded ones. So whoever bought that, you've just taken a $1,950 haircut.
Yeah.
Like,
Damn.
like, but and then I think the other part of it was, obviously the re-release was everywhere,
Yeah.
where you get a better figure. It's not unpunched, but then they did the Ahsoka show, which was not very well received. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah. See, like I have a classic Ahsoka, from like
Yeah.
Clone Wars, because that was the
Yeah.
cool
Okay.
Ahsoka. I also I have a Captain Rex and stuff, but I never wanted to get a new Ahsoka figure. The Rosario Dawson version. I just didn't want to get it.
Well, the one that they released in the vintage collection, it is based on the cartoon.
Yeah.
Um, the new Rosario Dawson figure. Actually, I bought it, the one for the Ahsoka show.
Yeah.
Um, that's a beautiful figure, though. The
I've
figures are
seen it. It's
amazing.
just I
I
have
just,
have no urge to buy
but
it.
the show sucks. For it just, or at least in my opinion, it was.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Hopefully,
mind
season
picking up.
2 will be better.
Yeah, hopefully, but I doubt it. But I will still pick up that Balon skull guy.
Oh
I
yeah.
forget his name. The actor, like, yeah, his three and
Oh
three quarter figure
yeah. The
is
Ray Stevenson.
absolutely meant. Yes,
Yeah, it's a
yes,
nice
that
looking
figure.
figure.
Yeah, the 3 3/4 version of that is incredible. I mean, obviously the 6 inch is fantastic, but
Yep.
I mean, now these 3 3/4 figures, they're right peer with the Black Series now, so it's like, for the
Yeah.
most part, like they're pretty close a lot of times. So
Yep.
not always, but
Yeah. So, yeah, there were a few dealers that had that latest Ahsoka at the ICC, and of course they weren't asking outrageous prices for it because it was pretty much a new figure.
yeah,
I saw one. It was from like the classic figure format. Actually, they had a bunch of them at Ollie's the last time I was there.
yeah.
I mean, nice looking, as the classic, stiff armed and leg figure.
Oh, okay, the retros, yeah,
Yeah, the retro
yeah.
line. I mean, yeah,
I I
they
think
had that
I
stuff.
think yeah, I think I might have picked one of those up for like $5. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Because I picked up a bunch
So
of those and they were like five, and that's all they're worth. Like, really, those figures should only be
yeah,
charged like $10 Canadian, top
yeah,
like 6.99 US. When they start charging like 16.99, 18.99,
yeah,
there's just no way. Because number one, they're not even producing those retro figures the same ways that they did the original Kenner figures. So
yeah,
it's not like the same manufacturing process, from my understanding. Like, they're just doing
yeah,
it sort of that way, which, whatever, it's fine, I guess. But I could be wrong on that. I'm not sure. I never really read too much into it, but
yeah.
Stan Solo stuff, like when he does original trilogy
Oh,
stuff,
yeah, yeah,
like his stuff is amazing. Like, that's the best. Like, that's a must buy stuff. Anybody hear me now,
yeah,
buy some of that stuff, even a couple pieces. But for those other retro figures, like what they're charging on them, I can understand maybe some of the new some of these Kenner ones that they're kind of doing, really
yeah,
small production runs to a certain extent. But I don't know, even that, I'm wondering, probably the price should be half what they're charging, because I mean, there's nothing to those. I mean, I don't know, unless unless I'm off on that, because maybe by using that if they are using an older manufacturing kind of model like that, that's a cost within itself, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like these, like this is like tooling, I can understand in the modern sense why these are, $18.99, right?
Yeah.
But, whatever. But then a lot of people complain, like you see the complaints, on all the channels where people are saying, "Oh, like I was paying $8.99 back in 2008." Well, it's not 2008.
Yeah.
It's 2025. If you look back at you say Canada back in 83, the minimum wage was $3.15. Minimum wage in Canada is like $17.50.
Yeah.
What were figures in Canada going for? It's the same in the States.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just got to break it down, and then the other thing is these figures are more detailed, right? So, and then purchasing power, manufacturing, cost of manufacturing might be slightly up. And the other one thing everyone's forgetting is the scale of production isn't the same. It's like we don't have big movies are coming out. It's not the retail.
They're not.
The same
you don't see like entire aisles, in the store
Yeah.
with like Star Wars or whatever. Back in the day, yeah, you did. You could have one whole aisle, like on one side, Star Wars, and
Yeah.
then after Return of the Jedi, when kind of Star Wars was fading a little bit, you saw less toys, and then the aisle got taken over like by GI Joe. And I mean, it was
He-Man and
everything from the figures to the vehicles, everything. And GI Joe was the big thing.
Yeah, it's what's hot, and it's you can only. I mean, one of the things that slowed the Return of the Jedi line there for a while was because like I remember kids that were older. It's like, well, they already owned Chewbacca, getting him again in a Return of the Jedi card, an Empire card. You know what I mean? Like it was, was nothing wrong with that. But then, as the VHS film movies were getting out there and people newer generations were watching Return of Jedi, then they wanted those figures, right? You just had to, and they had such a mass production of it with Return of the Jedi, especially because by then it was just, but it's scale of production, and retail is completely different now. Everything's online. The online market, Amazon, it's just the way that it's moved along. Like we're losing our Toys R Us's now. They're starting to disappear now.
Yeah, they're all the reason is gone in the States, but supposedly I guess there's been a reorganization, and Toys R Us may be coming back, but in limited stores.
Well, I mean, they have to be able to, if you're going to do something like that, you have to be able to compete. They have to be talking to all the big toy companies, and they have to be able to compete with Amazon. So why would I buy, like if you're like a lot of casual collectors / whatevers, I mean, they're going to see it on Amazon for 10% less, 20%. And then when they had a sale up here in Canada, they dropped it down like 10%. It's just like, okay, now you're just selling it what's a standard price by Amazon, which you can have shipped to your door. Albeit, the card may not come necessarily in good condition, but it's kind of weird because sometimes I've gotten a lot of stuff from Amazon. It's like, oh, it actually came in like, I ordered like 5 or 6 Stormtroopers, and every single one of them was like an 85 plus condition.
Okay.
I didn't want to open them. So I got tons of Stormtroopers on the, the 78 12 back card. John Graber was here. He'd be
ripping them all open.
Yeah. Even my expensive ones, he'd go full retard. Well, he opened the Imperial Dignitary.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah, I heard that with the coin and everything, and he just popped it off the card.
Yeah.
But well, you know what? In the end, in 40 or 50 years, I mean, who knows, man? There's so many millions of these stuff still on card. Like who knows if this stuff's gonna who's going to really, are our generations gone? Once our generation's gone, like, because I'm seeing this with a lot of younger, like the 30 somethings, like the prequel generation.
Yeah.
Like they generally speaking have no care about Kenner card backs. I mean, some do, some are getting it, but I mean, they are a young collector, but when I remember how I was sort of when I was in my 20s and that, so who knows, in another decade or so, I might start appreciating history of the lines more, if they're not totally
do you think it's more just for like nostalgia wise, or like because hey, no, I'm a collector,
I don't know. I mean, like you look at like even like lines like this, the Saga line. Right. What's up, Blazer? I'm going back and I'm starting to pick up some of these from this line. I love this line. I mean, they've had some amazing like figures. The cool packaging.
Yep.
And that's insane. Like there's Nebron leads and cab, for the cantina. So, I like how they've it's pretty crazy. I mean, these figures came out 2006. The Vader's not bad.
Yeah.
That's a 2006 version. I mean, it's pretty insane how far they've come. But the figures now are getting better, but I guess for some of those kids that are born in 95, you would think that they would probably want to pick up some of these because that's what they had as growing up, like when they went into the Toys R Us or Walmarts or Kmarts that are now Zellers, whatever. All these stores are gone the way of the dodo, but I mean, you'd have sort of that memory. Oh, I remember getting this.
There was a store around here, a toy store. Was in the New England area here. What do you call it? And they closed down. Mid 80s, and it was called Child World.
Yeah,
and that toy store was phenomenal. I mean, everything there, from board games to bicycles to everything, toys, and then when video games came out, the original, the Atari and television and all that, they carried all that. And
what happened? So when did Child's World close down? Was it like in the 90s closed out, or?
I'm trying to think. Child World finally folded. I think it was around 86, 87.
That early?
Yeah, because I mean they were around in the 70s and all that. Like when I was growing up. I got to send.
Googling it. I thought they were around.
All right, I gotta send something to somebody real quick. What do you call it? Christ, I'm all screwed up here.
It says it closed in 1992.
Because like around here, they started closing off like around 87. Around here.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
in the final thing.
Well, Bob, according to Wikipedia, I think the last location, closed down in 1992, 33 years ago, and they were founded 1962. Child World Children's Palace. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I wonder why I'm surprised they went down in the 90s.
Yeah, I mean, but around my area, they were, they closed like in the 80s. You couldn't find any Child World anymore.
Yeah. Well, I said Cole National began restricting the amount of money it provided to the subsidiary, causing cash shortages. Oh, it must have been some sort of Oh, that's interesting. It may not have been. Anyways, I'll read that later. But well, that was a similar thing that originally happened with Toys R Us. Like all the Toys R Us chain up in Canada was perfectly fine.
Yeah. See,
It was
Darren,
something.
we never had a toy store chain in our town. Heck, we didn't even have Walmart until the mid '90s. Yeah, Walmart wasn't in my area here in like Rhode Island and Massachusetts until like early to mid '90s. And if you wanted toys, you either had to go to Toys R Us when they were open, Child World. There was another local chain of stores around here in New England called Bradley's, which had a toy section. And then there was another chain. It was called Grant's, and then they got bought out by Kmart, and there were Kmart's everywhere. And of course, you could get toys at the local Kmart. And then there was also KB Toys, which was like in every mall or strip mall.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you could get toys pretty much anywhere when I was growing up. Hell, you could even get stuff in like our local pharmacies and stuff, like Walgreens and stuff. You can get toys and stuff too. I mean, not like it used to be, but just
they were everywhere.
Yeah,
I remember them seeing them in Byway, Shoppers Drug Mart up here in Canada. Like you'd even have a section.
Yeah.
It's still kind. I mean, you have it up here like Dollarama, Best Buy carries stuff.
Yeah.
But between Walmart, I mean, Walmart's replaced like everybody. They did have Target up here, but Target failed. Pardon me?
But like when I went to Target a few weeks back, let's see, I was looking like to see what they had for like Star Wars and GI Joe. Yep. Yeah, we did have a Kmart.
Kmart,
local stores that had toys, and the Target had hardly anything for Star Wars. A few Black Series figures, and like pretty much nothing for GI Joe. I don't know if they were just empty and didn't restock. Like if I went tomorrow, I'm sure there'd be more like for Christmas and stuff. But yeah, it was kind of disappointing. And then I haven't been in a Walmart in, geez, I don't think I've been in Walmart at all this year.
Is there a Walmart around you, or?
Oh yeah, there's like one maybe 10 minutes away, and then there's another one in my sister's town like 20 minutes away.
Why is it you don't go in there? You just hate it, or?
No, I just didn't have a reason to go.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, what Blazerhawk was saying there about Kmart, I remember Kmart, especially in the 90s, like they were stocked with stuff, man.
Oh God, yeah. I bought quite a few like figures, Star Wars figures, growing up in Kmart. When the GI Joe line first came out in '82, I bought my first figure, which was Grunt. I bought that at Kmart. When Star Wars figures first hit, the first one I bought was Han Solo, and I bought that at the local store Bradley's because they were like the first one to get them in this area.
Nice.
And then they were good. I don't know if you remember, they came out in the '80s. They started in the '80s. They were by Kenner, starting lineup. The athletic figures, baseball, hockey, football, basketball. I think I still have a few of those upstairs, even though I wasn't, I'm not really into sports. I got them just for the collectability. Like, Nolan Ryan, where he's like, I still have that.
Nolan Ryan.
I think I still have a Bobby Orr.
I have Bobby,
Yeah, let's see. One of our regional stores had everything. It was called Buy Mart, which is still in existence. Wow, that's awesome. There was a smaller chain around here that had a toy section. It was called Stewart's, and I got a few deals there. But like
apparently,
oh, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, apparently, I think in Edmonton, there is still one Kmart. I've heard that. Sorry, sorry to interrupt. I wanted to tell you that.
Like growing up, like I bought the majority of my Star Wars figures at either Bradley's or Kmart. Occasionally, Toys R Us and Child World. I did buy a lot of GI Joes at Child World. And then, like when I was still collecting Joes on active duty, they carried them like in the main exchange on base. Or if we were downtown anywhere, I'd always check out a toy section and buy stuff. Let's see. We also had Payless, which turned into Rite Aid. Rite Aids around here, they were originally Brooks Pharmacy. They carried some toys. Then Rite Aid bought them, and then now Walgreens bought out Rite Aid. So, like, our local pharmacies have had like 3, 4 different names.
Do you want to know something about Kmart?
Well,
Kmart sucks.
Oh yeah, good Rain Man reference.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a funny story. My mom, me, and my sister and her mom, my grandma, we went and saw that movie. We went and watched Rain Man.
Yeah.
And she was loving the movie. And right up to the point where till Tom Cruise says, Kmart sucks, or whatever the hell he said. And her face just was like so mad. She was completely into the movie. Oh yeah, like she loved Kmart.
Oh Jesus.
It's like, oh man, you told her, somebody had died or something, it's the end of the world.
Damn.
Funny.
That's messed up.
Yeah. Just loved Kmart.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you see the new Supergirl movie teaser?
No, I did see your clip that you were saying. It looked terrible. No interest. I have no interest.
Yeah, me either. It looks stupid.
You know what? There's just too many of those movies. I gave up on those long ago.
I gave up on the superhero genre, after the Avengers Endgame. I
gave up on it.
Some of the Disney Plus series, but I think I stopped after Loki season 1 because it was just so bad. And
I watched a few minutes of the that Superman movie with Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
Okay, then I watched Thor, the first one and the second one, and then that was pretty much it. Then I was just like, I think I caught one of those other Endgame movies. I wasn't. I don't know. I didn't like it.
Yeah. I like anything else, they've worn out the superhero genre, and then especially
same with Batman.
They had to go woke. Yeah, and how many times are they going to tell like the Batman's origin story or whatever?
Yeah, well, I was done with Batman with after the Christian Bale. Like that was the last one I've seen.
Yeah.
So I never watched like the Joker or these other films since. I just it's enough.
Well, like I saw the Batman versus Superman, with Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill. And then I saw Justice League. And that's it. I have no other interest in the superhero genre. Because like Marvel.
Hey, I'll still watch Hey, Bobby, I'll still watch Superman 2, man. 1981 or 82 when that movie came out.
Yeah, those classic, with Christopher Reeve were good. I saw those growing up, and still never saw the Superman movie. I didn't see the James Gunn one. I know friends that saw it and said they hated it. Couple said it was just okay, and some of the scenes I've seen from it, it just looks so stupid. How they just, Superman was just basically getting his ass kicked the whole movie.
Yeah, that's like, that was the one thing I heard. It was just extremely noticeable. It's like I don't know what kind of drugs they're on. That
How we doing, sir?
They can't notice that.
Yeah. So, yeah. So
it sounds like they've just hired too many people that don't want to make a movie.
Exactly.
If the script and just the idea and the vision is off, oh man.
Yeah, it's like with the Acolyte series, freaking Leslie Headland said she wanted to hire her writers that knew absolutely nothing about Star Wars, and it showed.
That is
the series sucked.
That is the absolute pig-headed, stupidest decision you could possibly. That just shows me you have your that's just totally illogical and irrational.
Yeah, Darren, I agree. The Christopher Reeve one was the only one that's legit. Yeah, Superman 1 and 2. 3 was right. 4 bad.
Yeah,
but 1 and 2 were great.
I've never heard. No, to your point, I've never heard a rational explanation by anyone that would think Leslie Headland's thought process makes any sense.
Yeah, she wanted to,
hold on. I just want to make one point. If Star Wars is already, you just saw they did the sequel trilogy, it did not make money at all. Okay, it made some gross. It's by and large it was a failure, right? It's whatever. If you can't see the lessons from that, where they were starting to break from all the original canon and taking the characters down the direction that they did, and now you're going to go and say I'm going to start your rationale is now I'm going to start where the fans gave all the backlash. Now I'm going to create a series, The Acolyte, and I'm going to say that I'm going to hire people that have no idea about Star Wars because I want a new, fresh outlook. When the fans totally are completely the opposite, you can't get any more yin and yang or on the other end of the universe.
Leslie Headland just wanted to make her version of Star Wars by telling her story, pushing her agenda, and this is my vision for Star Wars, which was,
and you know what that is?
Nobody else identified with.
But you know what that is? They hired a narcissist. That's such a narcissistical position to start off on. You know? But anyways, it's
I just gotta notice.
It is what it is. Vote with your dollars.
I can
in
watch
the end
movie,
they can't
F1 on Apple TV for free. I don't have to.
Oh, you're reading a post.
Yeah, I just got a notice on my phone.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought it was in the chat, but it wasn't going on.
Yeah, I mean, to me, the superhero genre is dead. To me, there's still people that are hardcore into it. Me, I could care less. I'm not going to see the next one that's coming out, Doomsday, because it's going to be all the big main characters from the MCU, and it's I don't care. I don't care.
Are they even making from I would like to talk some you read all the comics in the 70s and 80s of that Marvel or DC?
I mean, not all of them. I wasn't into a lot of the superheroes.
Okay.
I collected the Star Wars comics.
Okay. But but on the Marvel DC side of comics.
Yeah.
DC, for that generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did read Teen Titans.
Yeah. Okay, well, maybe you can answer this question, but are the fans from that era that read all those comics, have they done any justice to all these superhero movies? Like, is this what they want? Yes or no? Like,
No.
pretty much no.
To me, no.
Okay.
Especially like some of the shows, the DC shows that they've had like on TV, like on the CW and stuff. You know, they've watered down some of the characters. Of course, a lot of the shows are woke. You know.
Yeah.
I don't get. Yeah, I saw that, Darren. Disney is going to allow AI content. I didn't see Star Wars Theories video on it today, but I will watch it. But I saw a video during lunch on, like, I forgot where it was. I think it was one of the news channels about Disney, like, and with AI and all that. And then I guess Disney has addressed these channels that are making like these AI Star Wars videos, which are like really cool. So I guess Disney's now going to get in on the act and maybe make their own, or they're going to use AI to like bring back like classic characters, you know, like say that Han, Luke, and Leia that they've died, you know, and like they're going to use an AI actor in their place, you know. I don't know.
Well, I mean that's where it's going to go regardless. The fans can just take Timothy Zahn's books. They can take what little information that there is of you know, that George had on his plate of what he originally thought of doing, like the 9 movies back in 82 or 81 or whatever. I mean, now with AI, if it gets so advanced that it could just, you know, you type it in the computer and maybe you wait a week or something and it produces a movie that's kind of essentially what we want, you know, as fans predominantly. I mean, it's going to be so advanced you can get any type of new version with it. You know, I remember how the way I used to complain about all the special editions. Good Lord, man, you're going to be hit with you might have tens of thousands of versions of Star Wars coming out, you know, and all sorts of different takes, you know, with this AI stuff. But in another 5 years, I mean, I have no idea how the software works or anything. I really should check into that, you know, and
I
wouldn't mind playing with it.
Yeah.
You know, or how long does it take? You know, because some of the clips that we've seen, I know Mattaween was showing some of them, and yourself, and like, you know, these fans are, you know, some of them were actually were really good.
Yeah,
you know?
they're creating better like stories, you know, in a short format than Disney.
Yeah.
You know.
So.
Because it's not a story group that's creating these stories.
Yeah, and it actually has a feel. It feels like Star Wars, which isn't even that. And that's the most
right there.
The most frustrating thing is it's like that about all this is, to me, it's not that complicated. It's not that hard. They've just hired completely the wrong people. They've hired these, you know, sort of yes men people, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. I mean, like, hey, they're getting paid, so you know, if someone's going to offer you a job,
line, you know, that they started a couple years back, you know, with the High Republic, you know, and it was nothing but a woke, you know, diverse crew that was picked, you know, to write, you know, everything with the New Republic, and it was a miserable failure.
Well,
nobody bought the books or the comics.
Yeah.
You know,
when I don't mean to be like a dick or whatever.
All right, Darren, thanks for tuning in.
And take care, Darren. But I remember when just sort of looking at the people that were writing that New Republic, High Republic, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
It's just like, good Lord. Like, these are the people that, I don't know. They belong in some other work industry, some other industry. I don't know. I'll just leave it at that.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, you nailed that. Yeah. I mean, for me to lose interest in, an IP that I grew up with, I mean, it's kind of sad. Yeah, I mean, all right, okay, I'm 60 years old. People say, "Oh, Star Wars, grow up," but you don't know how important like that property was to me growing up. Because when that first came out, I was 12, going on 13, and Star Wars was everything. Not just to me, but like a lot of my friends. And when we got together, so we talked about Star Wars, and then the figures came out. Oh, we got to get this. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. What did you get for Christmas this year or whatever? Star Wars was everything. But then, like anything, you kind of lose interest in it for a while, and then the property itself faded. After Return of the Jedi, figures and toys were still coming out, but other things like kind of took its place. And then finally, like in the early '90s, especially with the Heir to the Empire series of books came out, it reignited. And then when video games, the Shadows of the Empire, that was
so hyped for that.
That was a multimedia thing because you had the Shadows of the Empire book, then there was the video game, comics, figures, and it was, of course, it was approved by George Lucas. And and then the new figures came out, and I was like, shit, can you believe this? And I had to buy them all. I had to get them all.
It's embarrassing. I canceled my pre-order for that 3-pack of the Heir of the Empire figures.
Really?
I meant to buy it. Yeah, and I did that on in the Anakin 3-pack, so I still have to get those two.
Yeah.
And now there's a new Jedi Spirits pack that I need to get also. So there's 3-packs that I need to pick up. But anyways, that Heir to the Empire figures, those figures look awesome. Like the Captain Pelion looks amazing.
Yep.
The Thrawn is awesome. And then the Joris Kaboth or whatever the hell his name is.
Yep.
Yeah, fantastic figures, man. They look so good, and they even did a Black Series 4-pack that I forgot to pick up as well, where they did Mara Jade and
I believe
stuff like
did.
that.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's I do pick up some Black Series now and then, but I've fallen behind. Well, I've been picking up some Kenner, and there's just so many IPs out there. It's hard to get everything, but like those are like must pickups over the next year. I'll have to scoop them, but I'm sure Hasbro will do another release of that one because they got the molds, so I'm not as worried on that about because they just, for collectors out there, they just re-released the new Jabba set that came out I think last year. And that's one in TBC. And then they've got this well, you can't see it here, but they got a Jedi 4-pack of Jabba's Goons guards. So if you go into Hasbro Pulse, I would pick up that.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't mind picking up a second one of those and maybe even another Jabba set. But I have I have 2 of those already, but I wouldn't mind getting another one. There's a few scenes I want to do. So.
When I go to the next ICC in June, I'm going to see if I can get that set, the Heir to the Empire set, because that was a nice set.
Oh yeah, I would get those. Well, you know what? As far as Star Wars, I know you're collecting a lot of GI Joe and everything, but you don't really have to go crazy with it right now. But like, I mean, you can kind of see just kind of put them on my top wall there.
Yeah.
Up there.
Oh
yeah. I mean, you got a lot of like the 12 backs, like in some of these figures that have come out now. I I mean, now's the best time, and for 18, for like $150, you can get a nice Leia, Luke, Chewie, and the new. I think the Obi-Wan Kenobi's probably my favorite out of them. I don't know, maybe the Leia too, as far as the figures, and obviously the Vader looks fantastic. But when you're dealing with Vaders, they tend to be able to make the Vaders, because it's not a human face and everything.
Yeah.
It's a little more. Yeah. It's easier for them to do a Vader, I would think, but right there. I mean, best figures you can get them on card. You can get them loose and carded or whatever. But
like
now's a good time. You don't have to break the bank.
Yeah, there's going to be another collector show in my town. Again, the Retro Expo in April. But one of these Sundays, I got to go to the flea market in Taunton, Massachusetts. It's about 20 minutes away, and they're only open on Sundays. So I got to get up there because there's a couple good toy dealers up there, and
oh, nice.
I've gotten some from one of the dealers up there. 2 years ago, I think. So like I got to go and check out his place again up there because it's been a while. But he had a lot of good stuff.
You know what?
All in great condition, brand new condition, and for very, very reasonable prices. He wasn't asking outrageous, sums for stuff.
But right, but do you have like specific figures and things that you want? Like, what is it that you want to go after? Because I always say it's good to hit
more of the clone troopers, because they had like such a big variety of them, So
like of what, 6-inch or 6-inch or 3 3/4?
3 3/4.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah. Well, they have that. There's I didn't buy it, but there is they did a 4-pack. I should get that since I got the.
I know that they did a 4-pack recently of the was it the Death Troopers?
Yeah, I have that. That's
then there's the 4-pack of the Snow Troopers.
Yeah, they've done Stormtroopers. I have a.
I wanted to get it was the Republic Commandos Delta Squad 4-pack. It was either Delta or Omega Squad. I never got it. I always wanted to, and I got to try and find one of those.
Okay. Yeah, they did an X-Wing 4-pack as well, but I didn't buy it because it was like, I thought it was a big mess because I thought they could have just put like actual pilots that were in the films on them, like some modern sculpts.
That 4-pack I think was characters from the Squadrons video game.
Oh, was it? Okay, maybe I should pick that.
I believe that's what it was. Okay. You know what? Let me look.
I take it back. I'm an idiot. But see, that's the one thing that I've noticed with a lot of 3 3/4 or even 6-inch collectors is we complain so much, but like when you go through the history of it, it's like even with the Veers, like we've had a General Veers figure, like it was 20 years ago, quite. Really was 20 years ago, 2006, pretty much coming up for, but 19 years ago. But, Hasbro has made all this stuff, like pretty much, like they even have the figure from on Bespin and Empire Strikes Back, where you see him and he's carrying like a snow cone machine or whatever the hell it is. It's like a black guy, African-American guy, who's running in one of the scenes or whatever. And like, they made that figure, like, and it's so you got, I think a lot of times people think of it like a glass half empty or a glass completely empty, like Hasbro sucks.
Let me see. That X-Wing Pilot 4-pack, those were characters I believe that were in the Squadrons video game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a part of Disney, right? Like they do have to make some of the stuff for the new shows.
Yeah, they do tie-ins, to games, like with the was it the Fallen Jedi, the character Cal Kestis in it. They've made figures of him and
I
stuff.
never did buy him. I missed him. I didn't. They released him,
with,
I think, about 2 years ago.
Was it the Force Unleashed? The character Starkiller. They made toys of him, and supposedly he's going to be in Ahsoka season 2. It's a rumor, but I don't know. So,
well,
but I mean that X-wing pilot 4-pack it's a nice looking pack.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to get some of the Heroes of Endor packs. There's, I think I've got about 2 or 3 of them. You get like a droid, and like I do have one of the figures there. He's the black guy that gets his X-wing blown up. He's like, it's gonna blow in Return of the Jedi.
Oh yeah,
I was able to go. Yeah, I got his figure for $5 through a buddy of mine because he had like a whole bin of, or like not a bin, but like a bunch of loose figures, probably a couple dozen of them. And I was like, oh my God, I was looking to buy this pack and spend $100. And here he is for $5, and he's complete with his weapon and everything, or all intact. Looks pretty good condition. So that's a nice score for a loose one. But that's the fun thing is like once you start getting into the the Hasbro line is like there's so many cool things that they've made, like even this one. You got General Riken that they popped out, and you get the display screen.
Yeah.
They made 3 other packs like this, and they don't go for too much, surprisingly. I mean, there's a lot of them out there, but like, I think that's also part of the reason where it's like, some of the hardcore channels or whatever that are TVC guys are like, oh, we don't get this stuff. It's just like, well, the way retail is, it's like there's a lot of these already out there, and there's a lot of collectors that they don't even care about whether it's on a new Kenner card, for TVC. It's just like, I already have the figure, I don't care. You get some of those sort of casual collectors, whatever, right? They complainers. I was in a Walmart, I remember like 3.5 years ago or whatever, and 2 old guys came in, and I just picked up a couple TVC cards and like a Black Series or 2 figure, and 1 or 2 of them, and I just saw them kind of looking at the TVC cards. They're just like, and he just goes, oh, it's nothing new, and it had and it was an Admiral Piet on a card. I'm just like, I'm like, why are you complaining? Like, but so a lot of Star Wars fans, like, they kind of, it's like they smite their own face, or whatever that saying is, or shoot themselves in the foot a little bit,
Yeah.
But I've kind of noticed,
like cutting off your nose to spite your face or whatever.
Yeah, that's there you go. Thank you. I'm terrible with sayings, but it's just like, it's like it's right there, man. Like, yeah. So, but I don't know. It's just like they've made the figures, like they are, like pretty much every character is almost being done in 3 3/4. I get where some of the Black Series collectors are they're sort of upset, but they're not thinking it totally through. I mean, Black Series started in 2013. The technology is constantly improving, right? Look at your figures from back then compared to today. And then you've had 4 movies that have come out, now a new movie that's coming out. So you got all these new characters. And I know the sequel trilogy sucks, but that's all slots that could have gone to original trilogy or prequel stuff. So there's only so many figures you can pump out in a year. If they don't do any shows, which would be which would have been nice, and then they just sort of concentrated on getting some of these characters out, that would help. That being said, the one thing I will say that Hasbro really screwed up on is the last 2 years they didn't put any and I've made a video about this. They didn't make any Black Series figures honoring the original Power of the Force with the coin. I'm just like, Why have you guys not done that? You could have done last 17 Black Series figures like a Man-to-Man, A-Wing pilot. They don't even have an A-Wing pilot, I think, is even in the Black Series line. He's not there. They haven't done.
I don't think there is a Black Series, like an A-Wing or a B-Wing pilot.
Yeah, there's no B-Wing pilot. There's no Imperial gunner. No Imperial dignitaries.
I don't think there's a Black Series Y-Wing pilot either.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's so stupid. It's like, how is that not? And Black Series collectors were screaming for that for a long time. The other thing they've never done like practically anything of, except for the Gamorrean Guard, and I can't think of anybody else right now, is no Jabba goons. Like, you got no Nikto, no Weequay.
Yeah.
Oh no, they've done what's his name? Oh my god. Bib Fortuna. They've done Bib. And they've done Jabba, but the Jabba they gave us with Salacious, he doesn't even have his bed, his throne thing to sit on. You know, and they've re-released that like 2 or 3 times, I think. You know, so Black Series 6-inch, it's just, I don't know, they like, you know, I think they're losing a lot of collectors. Like, you know, you could have had those on card. The other thing too is when they did a re-release of Bosk and Dengar, and they put them on that the archive line. And I'm just like, why would you not release those on a Empire Strikes Back classic Kenner card back? And you know, but they're so, I don't know. I don't know if these guys at Hasbro really are, you know, they don't seem as in tune as if you're getting paid to do that. I don't know. I mean, they're making great stuff, but whatever. Who knows? Eventually they'll get to it, I imagine, one way or another. So, so I don't know. Make a top 10 list, Bob.
Yeah, I'll have to
of what you want.
I'll have to go through and see and like make a list of which ones I'd like to get. I mean, and then there's I got to make a G.I. Joe list.
Yeah, G.I. Joe
to get some of the the classified
Star Wars, and and stick to a budget, you know, and it gives you exercise if you go to the shows and you walk around for a couple hours, you know, and gets you out there.
Like, I was thinking about going to Ollie's this weekend, but I'm just going to wait until after the holidays to go.
Yeah.
Because the store will be a mess. Because a lot of people go
Well, the one thing about Ollie's is that I've seen where they show that stuff, but like where some of these collectors or you know, toy hunters or whatever.
Yeah.
Most people I talk to, their Ollie's are that they have like a few figure, like there's not this massive Hasbro overstock.
Yeah.
Of like Star Wars.
There's only just a handful of like when I last trip, they had a bunch of that retro Ahsoka, some of the figures. They also had some of the retro from the Obi-Wan series. And a few Black series. Not much though, and they were all in like really bad condition.
Yeah, well, I saw one. I think there was one post where somehow, they had some TVC Boba Fett on the comic art one. Somehow, a lot of them hit some store, but they all got sold out faster than. Like, it must have been like somebody maybe came and bought them all or whatever, but everywhere else that figure is like, at least in Canada, completely sold out faster than like like all those comic art ones, and then like the 1978 Boba or 79 Fett that they put on sort of on a TVC card like 2 years ago. Like they were selling them up here. They sold out within a matter of hours, like completely gone coast to coast, you know. So some figures were just gone. Like you can't find them, you know, but it's interesting how, you know, it just makes me wonder who's posting this stuff, unless they're making some AI stuff to a certain extent, or because I don't see it. I don't see the deals as much as at least not where I live anyways, but I don't know. But you know, the United States is a massive market. It could be certain areas that in the United States where the Star Wars sales are just, there's not a lot of fans or whatever.
Yep.
You know, in certain parts of the country. I mean, you guys are what, 350 million people or something, or I
forget it's about 350.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot. That's a huge market. I mean Canada's 40 million spread across, you know, a lot of land.
What's going on with Alberta? They going to become their own independent nation or state or what?
Well, I think I'm not too sure. It's there was a conservative MP that just walked the floor over to the Liberal Party.
Okay.
Some people are saying he got paid off. You know, really, when stuff like that happens, you should have a new election in that, you know, a by-election. Like that's, to me, that's ridiculous, right? Because that's not what the voters voted for. They voted for a conservative candidate, and whether we like it or not, whether it's on that side or this side or whatever party, predominantly people don't vote for their candidate. They vote for what they see on the TV and the figurehead who's the leader of the party, right?
Okay.
So, you know, but anyways, regardless, they should have a by-election there. That's the way a democratic, that's a principle of democracy, right? You know.
Yeah.
You know, in our parliamentary system, it should be that way. But anyway, so he walked across. So they are now very close to, I think they're like 1 seat away for the Liberals now having a majority. And I think this is like the second or third, like 3 or 4 of them, I think, have now walked across and joined the Liberal Party.
Okay.
You know, I think 2 of them from the NDP party, because they basically got wiped out. And I forget how many conservatives. I think 2 conservatives have now done that. So, you know, Carney is winning here. And I think what you're going to see is Western Canada is just keeps the pressure is just building up out there. You know, Saskatchewan too is moving very quickly right behind them, and Calgary seems to be, you know, Alberta seems to be moving along. You know, at faster and faster speed. It's building momentum to a certain extent. I mean, I don't know how big it is, and there's some peculiarities in regards to Danielle Smith, the premier, you know, whether she's fully legit or she's just using this as a sort of a political tool, or, you know, or maybe she's just sort of not coaxing it, but sort of not riding the wave, but she's she's not leading separation, right? Like she's not saying things to really bring separation from Canada, but she's slowly allowing it. But she did something not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago, that was very much the opposite. So a lot of people think she's almost like a rhino, and she's got an interesting family background, allegedly. I don't know whether what's true or what's not, but it's a dicey situation there. But you know, you got Quebec, which is its own country in Canada. You know, if you're being honest about it, like whenever you talk to people, like I have no hatred or anything like that to people of Quebec. It's just, you know, it's like you can't even sometimes you can't even agree with them to save your life. Like it's you know, they seem to, there's an animosity they have towards like you know, there's like the francophone anglophone thing, right?
Okay.
And I think so they have like I'm not saying all of them are like that. I think a lot of it's the brainwashing. Like they're being used too. Like that's what their politicians have done. Because they've always said, they've always like made like Quebec is, if you're a Quebecer, you're supposed to hate Albertans, right?
Jesus,
it's like, we don't want your pipeline or whatever. Like, and their politicians are playing a good game on this stuff behind the scenes.
Aren't a good majority of the resources, in Alberta, like the timber and oil and all that?
That's an interesting one, because the truth is, when you go up to say Northern Ontario, like just look on Canada on a map.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, they have the Alberta sands, right, where they have the oil there and they got the know-how. They have the people. That should be a go right now. They've been sending transfer payments of money to the rest of Eastern Canada. Meanwhile, over here, we don't do anything with our resources for the most part. Like there's resources up in Northern Ontario, apparently. I've talked to a few surveyors. Sorry.
Oh, yep.
Sorry, a little tired. Surveyors, and like they were telling me like there's so much gold, silver, and materials up there that they could be mining. Canada's rich resource. We have one of the richest resources in the world, maybe number 2 to Russia, right? Like look at the size of the land. Just looking on a map, right? There's tons of resources that are untouched. But we are without a doubt, I think, to be fair, we're probably the most inefficient, worst run country, with all these resources. Possibly, I mean, we're heading towards I don't know.
Yeah.
But most Canadians, I don't think, really even know any of this stuff, right? Like when you start hearing stuff from behind the scenes and who's putting in what oil contract or what big deals, like most Canadians have no idea. They hear what's on CBC, CTV, whatever, and they get the drama side of it. Trump bad, Pierre is a misogynist or whatever, and then they quote, an article. Like I had a guy I know, like he's just like, oh, he said, oh, Pierre Poilievre, he's a male chauvinist, he's racist, he's it's like all the slogans, you know what I mean? Like every I'm like, oh really? I just played dumb. Like, well, where did he say this, right? And I'm not even defending Pierre, because I actually have a lot of serious questions in regards to him, right? About him as a leader and his party in general, right? But like serious questions. But this is stupidity, right? Anyways, he's like, oh, show me the article. He takes me straight to the Liberal Party, and that's where they're saying it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, are you like, okay, well, where is he's never shown me any other actual proof, just an article that says he is, and that's his proof. It's like, but that's how a lot of Canadians are just wrapped up like that, man. It's just, so I'm not going to waste my time listening. I don't know. They just, people don't know how to discuss things properly. It's just, like if you disagree with, like, show me like real proof, like, otherwise I'm going to think at a certain point, I'm just going to think that, to be honest with you, I think a lot of people's voting rights should be taken away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I feel the same way down here.
Like if you can't follow, like, some basic rational thinking, like, I don't know. I mean, they want this though. The powers that be want people voting that are all strung up, stressed out. They go home, they turn on CBC. They want those because they're selling you a product. It's the same with Fox News versus CNN.
Yeah.
And it's got us in this position now where our countries are unrecognizable compared to what they were 40 years ago. I was watching this guy, he did documentaries in like the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And this is probably like 79 or 1980 or something like that. And he's in New York, and he's asking New Yorkers at the time, a logical question. Every single one of them, they were like our age. They stopped, they looked into the camera, they repeated the question, and then they came back with an intelligent answer. Like they took their time, they had an understanding of the world. It's just now you do that with the same age group, and it's just there's something we are seriously going the wrong direction, and I'm no expert on this stuff, so it is what it is, man.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, I think I'm going to wrap things up. I got some stuff to do before I turn in because I'm exhausted. But
yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm glad we had this stream tonight. It was good to talk with you. I wish.
Just put your list, Bobby. Put your list together of like the things that you really want. Like whether you want to get like all the 12 backs, pick up some of the TVC, and or you just want to get like those 82 to 86 Joes, like the ones that are out there, and do it over the next 6 to 8 months and put in a budget. That's what I say to most people that want to just collect on the side. It's like your cigarette money.
That's the way I look at it. I mean, yeah, I hear you. So, all right. Always great talking with you. Thanks to everybody who participated in chat and those few that actually watched. And we'll probably do another stream maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. And I'll put that out for folks. And you, sir, have a great night. And I will catch everybody later. So, take it easy, brother.
Cheers, man.
If you like what you see here, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon to never miss an episode, and thanks for watching.